It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kix. Solo custom today again, but it's all good. We're currently watching Foreign Brood War versus Valhalla team. We're on the second game here, which is between Hirmu... Oh wait, I'm about to spoil that. What am I doing? I should know this. I've been doing this for like 8 months now, and I'm still forgetting my own cues. Like, what is up with that? But I'm just quickly setting the positions and everything in the overlay so we can head on over to the game very shortly. But hopefully you're all having a great Monday so far, and I know that sounds really patronizing. I hate when people say that, but I had an okay Monday back at work after a long period off. I was off for a week, so bit of a culture shock. But here we are, we're casting some STPL to round out my Monday, which is always a good way for me to end the day. But let's actually quickly head over and introduce our next set of players. And okay, let's introduce the map first. It does show off the players, but that's not too much of a problem. Now, it's certainly not over. We're just getting started. Delegator, Dergalator. Sorry if I said your name wrong. But the map we're going to see here is going to be Plasma. Now, Plasma, a very cool 3-player map. Hasn't really seen play professionally since 2008. A very weird map. Known as the Panda Bear Guy Zoo. 3 little pens for them in the top left, middle left, top right, and bottom right corners. But that doesn't matter. The bases, of course, in the top left, middle right, and bottom left positions. Eggs absolutely everywhere, making this a semi-island map. It does mean that it's going to take a while for the players to break through there. 3 bases in the middle that are actually quite easy to take. They're up a very small ramp, but with siegeable minerals by many different units underneath. And the players we're going to see here is going to be Hirmu for Foreign Brood War. Now, he did play last round. He played a lot in round 1 as well. He is the captain of Foreign Brood War, and he went 2 for 3 last season. This is going to be his debut match in round 3. Of course, this is Foreign Brood War's first game, but he did pretty well in the show match series. Dates only played 1 game so far, but that was a show match, so it doesn't count for his statistics. So not really too much I can say about him, but it's going to be a good game nonetheless. It's a ZVP here on Plasma. It's Foreign Brood War's Hirmu versus Valhalla's Dates. Let's get going. And starting us off here in the bottom left-hand position, we do have, fighting for Valhalla team, in the purple, it's Dates, our Protoss player. And in the top, or in the middle right-hand 3 o'clock position, we do have the Green Zerg fighting for FBW. It's Hirmu. Now, I wanted to do a kind of funny ASMR thing like Sham2 was doing yesterday, kind of like I was golf commentating, but I know it'll just kill my voice, so I'm not going to do that. We do have 2 best of 5s coming for you today. This is going to be the first best of 5. I noticed that Bakaryu is actually here from the start this time. He usually only manages to tune in just as it ends, so good to see you here, man. Hopefully you enjoy the games. Of course, I don't think you're actually on a team yet, but it'd be cool if we could see you play sometime as well. A really good foreign Zerg player, and one to watch out for. He streams a lot, so do check that out when you see him online. Hirmu also streams a hell of a lot as well. He is also another cool foreign Zerg player, and it looks like he's going to be scouting his opponent first, which are going to help him. And he is going to try and do a little bit of pressure with the drone. Now, we're not going to see anything crazy like a 9 pull, as we do have those eggs. We're going to see a 12 hatchery coming in from Hirmu. Likely going to see Dates go for a Nexus first, and that looks like exactly what they're doing. Both of them going for the natural bases with the gas. There is kind of like a proper natural outside your main ramp, which is a very small ramp. You can block that with just a single zealot or a single worker. but obviously not very good to take that early on, because you do need those that extra gas as soon as humanly possible. And it looks like Dates is finally going to go for a scout. Going to go in the wrong direction for him, unfortunately. But that is going to allow him to scout this Overlord, which could be a little bit annoying actually for him, because he may think that his opponent spawned up there. So that's going to be a couple of seconds lost scouting time. But I mean, early on, he's not going to see anything that surprises him too much. We're going to see gas spawning pool coming down. There's going to be a very quick lair, most likely. The eggs you can see here have something like 10 armor, I believe, might be 10 or 15, possibly even 20. So Zerglings take an absolute age to break through those. So Zergling all-ins, not that great. Of course, you can hide a hatchery over the other side of the map. That is something I have seen before on Plasma, but it's something I don't think we'll see here. I mean, it's a little bit late for that anyway, but even in the STPL, I think even on the weirder maps, people play a little bit more grounded with their styles. Now, we did see two base Corsair coming out, one base carrier coming out between someone and Koga in week 1. Can't remember who he was playing against. I think it was SFCA, and that was certainly the weirdest game we've had on Plasma, but most of them have looked pretty normal. Now we're going to have the probes being transferred up here. Going to be very useful for Dates to get that done. Dates, of course, going to be going into a very quick Stargate, most likely off of the back of this Cybernetic score. Maybe even a quick Robo for Reavers. Reavers and Shuttles, of course, very, very strong on this map. Now, only 2 Lings by Hirmu just to push away the scouting probe. Now, has the probe seen the natural expansion? No, he hasn't. So he's going to have to try and go up and scout that. Looks like he's going back into the main, though. So he could be a little bit surprised with what's going on. He doesn't see... Or is he going to see that? Oh, he sees the creep. So that is going to be a good scout by him. Now, Hirmu is going to take advantage of the fact that it's very difficult to get in to the middle of the map. Going to take his mineral or his third base at a gas base. And there we go. We're going to have that Stargate coming up with +1 attack on those Corsairs very, very shortly. I mean, we could see scouts. I highly doubt we will. But it'd be cool if we did. But here we go. Looks like we're going to have Dane still scouting around, just seeing what he can find. Now, looks like he's going to try and go back in scout, but Hirmu with the perfect drone block, going to push that probe away, and that's going to keep that Spire safe from vision. This third base should be coming in very, very shortly. The probe saturation getting a little bit better at the natural. There's actually 9... No, wait, this is 7 mineral patches at this base, but they're really spread out, so it looks like there should be 9. Just something to take note of as we move further into the game. Now, the Spire, going to be very important to build Scourge, to take out not only Corsairs, but also any possible Reavers in Shuttles. And I just realised I need to make sure I'm on D&D. But apparently pressing 0 shows you the stats of the players, so that's something that could be quite useful to know. But the first Overlord going to go down. Of course, he did skip Hydralisk Den, so is going to possibly lose another Overlord. Scourge do build insanely quickly, but this should be a good pick-off by Dates. And with 2 Corsairs here as well, this could actually become quite a problem. Now, there is going to be 4 Scourge popping out those eggs very, very shortly. So those Corsairs are going to have to go back home. But Hirmu for now is going to be supply blocked for the foreseeable future. He's going to have to build another couple of Overlords just to sort of regain that. And then he's going to need to obviously add a couple more. But there we go. He's finally back into the supply he can build at. We do see a cannon coming back home in the mineral line. We're going to have 1 in the mineral line at the net as well, 1 defending the gas. Settler Ladoon coming in, so we're going to have a bit of a transition coming out from Dates. He's not going to sit on air forever. He's going to have to get some gateway units at some point. And that looks like what he's going to do. And now we can see the Panda Bear pen up the top left, just while not really too much is going. We're going to have the Scourge coming in though. Do try and get a connection. Do get 1 connection on the Corsair actually, but that's not really going to be too much. There we go. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of an engagement between the Corsairs and the Mulists. The Mulists still waiting for their +1 armor, which means the +1 damage of Date's Corsair is going to do an insane number on these Mulists. You need to be very careful with those. He is getting more Scourge. I mean, he is on 3 gases, so that's going to be a big benefit for him. Going to get a second hatchery out here in the middle of the map. That's going to put him up to 4 hatcheries, going for the Queen's Nest, as well as the Evolution Chamber as well. And here we go. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of an engagement with the Corsairs and the Mulists. Doing a really good job is Hirmu. But this is so much damage from these +1 Corsairs. +1 armor still not done, so the anti-timing there by Hirmu is going to cut down the Corsair count a little bit. But a little bit of miss micro again. Oh, he needs to really get these Corsair shots, and he's not getting them. And I mean, these poor Mulists are just spawning and dying right now. The eggs completely being camped. But there is another couple of Scourge on the way. But this is so many +1 Corsairs. This is going to be very difficult. We actually see creep colonies coming in. Hive is being started by Hirmu. No Overlord speed for him in this game. So it's going to be a little bit harder to deal with those Corsairs. He's going to have a couple of creep colonies dotted around the map, but doesn't really... Oh, sorry, spore colonies even. But it's going to have to be careful. This is a lot of Corsairs. Now, he is going to spread his Scourge really well. Actually, going to get 2 of them. The Creep Colony finishing at the best possible time. Spore Colony even. And I mean, keeping the Corsair count a little bit lower, going to be very beneficial for him. This is going to be the first Dates is going to see of this base, so this is going to be a little bit of a surprise for him. But we do see Dates going for a 3rd base of his own. He does have not +2 attack researching just yet. He is going to go into a support bay with Reavers, so it's going to be Corsair Reaver with a little bit of a backwards way of building it, but it's still all good. The Corsair count has been severely reduced. Going to have to add on a couple more. So that's not going to be feeling too good for Dates. But Hirmu is actually still in a pretty good position, but does need to make sure he doesn't leave these drones idle. Make sure that he does get another couple of hatcheries up. And what is his tech going to be? He's going for Queens, he's getting Ensnare, and he is channeling the inner liquid drone, actually going for double Spire. This is going to be so powerful on this map. And a great Aspire as well, going to unlock the Devourer and the Guardian, which are going to do a number on these Corsairs. Devourers, I don't know if any of you saw ASL 5. But Devourers absolutely wreck Corsairs. It is unreal. We saw a lot of that on Sparkle. Now we're going to have the first Reaver loaded up into the Shoal. Going to be heading over to try and get some damage done. Now actually going to use this to ferry to open up the pathway. Going to be very important. Really good way of killing these eggs, by the way, is the Reaver. It does do a lot of damage to it. Now the Corsair count getting higher and higher once again. We actually... Is that 2 Stargates? Yeah, so there's going to be 2 Stargates, which is going to be beneficial for him against this double Spire style. But does need to be careful. There is no Devourers yet. Ensnare will not have enough energy just yet to go down either. And I think we're probably going to need to see a couple more Spore Colonies coming in for Hirmu, or he could be in a lot of trouble. Here we go. Looks like he's got enough energy for the Ensnare now. Wants to try and get it, and does get it on top of the Creep Colony. And that is going to cause a lot of dead Corsairs. The Mulists flying in without... Well, they've got their +1 attack. Going to morph into Devourers now, though. But that Devourer and that Ensnare... Or, sorry, the Ensnare is going to do so much. But he needs to be careful. He's going to be up against a Reaver. And he doesn't know this is coming yet. And this could be very dangerous. Now, the Scourge is not going to scout it. It's so close. Can he get the... Oh, can he get the shuttle? No, he can't. But he does get another couple of Corsairs. And that is, of course, going to make these Devourers a lot stronger. But I think he's almost overmade them. And here we go. There's a lot of Zealots moving in. There's absolutely no defense on the ground for our Zerg player here. And getting caught off guard by the fact the eggs have been opened. Hirmu's actually in a lot of trouble. He's only got 3 Mulists to kill an almost infinite amount of Zealots. The problem is Devourers do not shoot down. He doesn't have +1 attack done just yet, and he's losing a lot of drones here. There's no 4th base behind this either, and he's doing what he can, but unfortunately there's not really too much Acid Spores going down on top of the Corsairs, but the Spires gonna go down, and this is such a huge problem for Hirmu. He needs these upgrades. This is his entire style, and if he loses this Great Aspire, his tech is going to be set so far back. He needs this +1 upgrade. He needs this +1 armor upgrade, and there are still Mulists, or there's still Zealots alive on this side of the map, and that's not it. Dates has a good number of gateways now, and he is going to be rallying Zealots across the map. And Hirmu has to defend against this. He's pulling the Mulists away from the Spire with the last remaining Zealot from this one. And you can see the reaction from Hirmu coming in immediately. Some Zerglings have been added on to try and help defend against this. Keep the Zealots in one place. Does need to keep them away from this Great Aspire. Does look like he will be able to clean it up for now. But it looks like Corsair production has completely stopped now. Well, I say that and he's adding on another one. Does have a decent number. 7 +1 Corsairs, +2 attack. Not on the way. That's going to be Dragoon range. But here we go. Looks like we're going to have a good engagement here by Hirmu. And the thing is, if Dates loses all of his Corsairs... What? Oh my god! He ensnared his own... Oh no! He ensnared his own Mulists. That's going to slow their attack animation, I believe. And that... Oh, what a misclick. But he's still going to clean up all the units in the middle. But he can't get back to defend his Spire if the Zealots go back in. And that's got to be the misclick of the century. Now, you can see the Mulists trying to get snare finally running off. But the Mulists have actually taken a lot of damage now because of that. But there's so... Oh my god, there's so many Mulists here. The Devourer is absolutely destroying the Mulists here, but... Well, destroying the Corsairs. I am losing my voice again, but here we go. Looks like the Mulists going to be taken down, and that ensnare may have just cost Hirmu his lead in this game. I mean, he clears up all the Corsairs once again. Gonna lose his Devourers if he's not careful. Does need to pull back. Good target firing by Dates. Gonna take one of those down. And we see the Reaver in the top left-hand base. I can't see how many... Oh my god. Kills that immediately. Gets another kill as well. And this is so much damage. Killing them immediately. It's almost like a waste of minerals to be building them. It's better to lose the drones. Now, he does manage to pull some of them away. That's going to be beneficial to him. He does finally have +1/+1. So these Mulists are going to be doing a lot more damage. But he's going to have to move into some Guardians. But he's got so few drones now. His drone saturation is really hurt. And all he has to his name is 8 Mulisks at the moment. And something like 3 Devourers, which are hiding somewhere. And this is such a problem for Hirmu. Like, how is he going to be able to deal with the 3-base economy from our Protoss player? Looks like we did actually have a Zealot trying to move in. But this is the real story. We're going to have Dates moving across with an incredibly large army, and this is really dangerous, and I don't know how Hirmu can possibly hold on to this. He's going to need the ensnare of a sentry, but I don't even think he has a queen anymore. And I mean, he's losing his sunken colonies, he's losing the few drones he actually has, and it's going to be a lot of dead Mutelists. Dragoons don't really do that much damage against Mutelists, but obviously when you have such a high number, it doesn't really matter now. It looks like the Mulists able to hold on for now, but there is still so many more Dragoons. The Lynx coming in to help out, but Hirmu just can't afford to rebuild these. And it's 4 versus 3 now. But that's just round 1. Round 2 coming in for Dates as well. And Hirmu's economy is shot. There's no 4th base in sight for him. He's even base with a Protoss player, and the Protoss with vastly superior production right now. I mean, Hirmu does have Lings. They should have Crack as well. I've not really checked on the spawning pool. Looks like he's getting Adrenaline now, so they're not going to be doing too much damage. But it looks like the ensnare earlier on may have cost Hirmu a little bit too much. And I mean, he's trying to hold on with the last remaining Mutelist, but this looks like a really well-played game by Dates. And this is going to be when Hirmu is starting to recite his ABCs, as Rapid would say. He's going to lose his natural expansion, going to lose the few remaining Guardians, not Guardians, Devourers he has. And that has to be the way the cookie crumbles for Hirmu. I mean, he's doing his best to hold on. He's got 1/1 upgrades. But the Devourer is going down. More and more units streaming across by dates. And that has to be it. I mean, Hirmu is trying to hold on valiantly. Never give up, never surrender is a good motto to live by. But I think this is the time when even I would surrender, as there's absolutely nothing he can do about these units. Now he's going to pull back. He's got a decent amount of drones at his main, at his natural as well. And he's going to hold on until he gets Adrenaline upgrade. But realistically, I don't like calling it early, but this is pretty over, guys. And GG! Hirmu taps out and dates with a good game is going to pull us back to 1-1. So, I mean, that was a good game by Hirmu, of course. Really unfortunate with that ensnare. That could have actually cost him the game. But you know what? There's not really too much he can do about that. Now, that is going to take us to 1-1 in the series. I'm just going to need to take a quick break to rest my voice and also go and wash my eye because my eye is itching like crazy right now. So I'll be back in just over or just under 5 minutes. See you guys very soon.